Ever wish you could, like, I don't know, hit a mental boost button, right before a big presentation? Or it's just like when life gets kind of challenging?
Totally. We've all been there.
Well, on today's deep dive, we're diving into that exact power. It's all about positive affirmations.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, those short, powerful phrases that you repeat to yourself. Kind of like motivational mantras, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like upgrade your entire mindset.
And the best part, you'd be surprised how much science backs that up. It seems like, a simple self-help trick on the surface. But
right, exactly.
We're going to break down not just what they are, but the why behind their effectiveness, and most importantly, how they can help you make actual changes.
Okay, I'm already on board. But before we get into all that brain rewiring, let's ground this in something relatable, So imagine you're up for this huge promotion.
Okay.
You've got the skills, the experience, the whole package. But then those doubts creep in.
Absolutely. We've all been there.
Right.
It's so common.
And that's where an affirmation, even something as simple as, my hard work is being recognized and I deserve this promotion, said regularly, can be a total game changer. It's about shifting that internal dialogue from, what if I fail, to, I've got this.
It's like giving your brain a pep talk.
Yes. But one that actually gets through,
Exactly. It sinks in.
But is this like some new age fad?
Not at all. Repeating positive statements to influence the mind, people have been doing this for centuries. Think about ancient mantras or even prayers, right? What we might see as a modern self-help technique actually has really deep roots.
I love that connection. Tapping into ancient wisdom, but with a modern twist. But let's be real for a second. Do affirmations actually work? Or are we just trying to, trick ourselves into feeling better? I have to admit, I'm a bit skeptical.
I think healthy skepticism is always good. But here's where it gets really interesting. Neuroscience is starting to show that they actually have a real impact on our brains. Think of it like this. Every time you have a thought, it's like creating a pathway in your brain. The more you think it, the more ingrained that pathway becomes.
And so if you're constantly in that negative headspace of I'm not good enough, that pathway becomes like a mental highway.
Exactly. But there's good news. Positive affirmations work the same way. So by consistently repeating, I am capable, or I am worthy, you're basically building new highways, but these are paved with positive thoughts.
So you're saying we can train our brains to default to those positive pathways even when things get tough.
Exactly. You're creating a shortcut, a mental shortcut, but for success.
I like that.
Now, you might be wondering about the real-life impact, right? What can I actually expect from this?
Yeah, give us the good stuff. What tangible benefits can affirmations bring? We're talking real-world results here.
We're talking about increased confidence, better self-awareness, improved relationships, better stress management.
Wow.
Even potentially less anxiety. And that's not even all of it.
There's more.
Some studies even suggest positive effects on sleep and pain reduction.
Hold on. Improved sleep, less pain, better relationships. This is starting to sound like, I don't know, a miracle cure. How do these simple phrases lead to such huge changes?
Well, let's start with self-awareness. Using affirmations regularly can help you tune into that internal dialogue. You become more aware of those negative thoughts that might be holding you back.
So it's like you're building an internal alarm system that goes off when self-sabotaging thoughts try to, sneak in.
Yes. And with that awareness comes a boost in confidence. You start to tackle challenges with a more positive outlook because you believe in your ability to succeed.
That makes a lot of sense. Confidence is key in everything. Nailing a presentation, handling a tricky social situation.
Everything.
What about the other benefits, like the stress reduction and the relationship improvements? Where do affirmations fit into those?
Well, imagine this. Instead of spiraling into negative self-talk when things get tough, you have these positive affirmations to fall back on.
Okay.
You're building resilience. You're giving yourself the strength to navigate stressful situations with more calm.
It's like having this mental toolkit to handle whatever life throws your way. So instead of freaking out before a big presentation, I can tell myself, I am prepared, I am confident, and my brain will actually start to believe it.
Exactly. And that calmness, that confidence you cultivate, it can actually spill over into your relationships too.
Oh, interesting.
You communicate better, you assert your needs more easily, and you build stronger connections overall.
Okay, I'm starting to see how this all ties together. It's like a ripple effect.
Positive affirmations impact not just how you see yourself, but how you interact with the entire world around you. This is fascinating. So we're back, and I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty inspired to, give my inner dialogue a serious upgrade. But before we all go full-on affirmation evangelist on this, what about those curveballs life throws our way? You know, the ones where even positive thinking doesn't seem like enough.
That's such a good point. And it's important to remember that affirmations aren't about denying reality.
Right. Of course.
It's not about putting on a happy face and pretending everything's perfect.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's more about acknowledging the challenges, but choosing to approach them from a more empowered mindset.
So finding that balance, I guess.
Exactly. Recognizing what you can control, like your thoughts and how you respond. Okay, so it's more like a tool for building resilience, not some magic solution to erase all the bad stuff.
Exactly.
But like any tool, you got to know how to use it right.
Yeah.
So let's get practical. How can our listeners actually start fitting affirmations into their day-to-day in a way that feels, authentic and sustainable?
The good news is there's no right or wrong way to do it. The key is finding what feels right for you. What fits into your life, Some people like starting their day with affirmations maybe in the mirror while they're getting ready.
Yeah, I can see that.
Others prefer incorporating them into a meditation practice.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Or even while journaling.
All great options. But for those of us who aren't, morning people or Zen masters, how do we make this work?
Think about those little pockets of time throughout your day. Your commute, waiting in line. Even while you're doing chores, honestly, it's about making it a habit, not another thing you have to do.
Sneaking in a mental workout.
Exactly.
Love it. Now, I'm sure there's some common mistakes people make when they're first starting out with affirmations. What are some things to watch out for?
One of the biggest ones is using affirmations that just don't resonate.
Oh, okay.
If you're using phrases that feel inauthentic, unbelievable to you,
right,
your subconscious is going to resist it.
Like if I'm constantly telling myself I am a millionaire, but my bank account begs to differ. Yeah, that's not going to stick.
It's about starting where you are, meeting yourself there.
Yeah.
And as you grow, as your belief in yourself grows, you can gradually work your way up to those bolder affirmations.
So it's a process like anything else.
It's a journey. Remember that listener who's going for that promotion. Instead of jumping straight to, I am the CEO, maybe they start with something like, my contributions are valuable and I'm ready for new challenges.
Okay. Building that foundation of self-belief. So starting small, keeping it real.
Yeah.
What else?
Consistency is key. Don't get discouraged if you miss a day or two. But the more consistent you are, even if it's just a few minutes each day, it makes a difference. Quality over quantity.
Right. But it's not just about thinking those positive thoughts, is it? We have to actually take action to make these affirmations real.
100%. Think of affirmations like planting seeds. Your actions are the water and the sunlight that help them grow.
I like that analogy.
So our listener who's aiming for that promotion, they can use those affirmations to build their confidence, but they also need to back it up. Take on those challenging projects, Speak up more in meetings.
Oh, yeah.
Demonstrate those skills. Show them what you're talking about.
So it's about aligning your actions with those positive affirmations.
Yeah.
Creating like a feedback loop where positive thoughts lead to positive actions, which lead to
positive results.
Yes, exactly. We are back and ready for the final stretch of our deep dive into all things positive affirmations.
We're in the home stretch.
I don't know about you, but I feel like we've unlocked some serious mental magic today.
It is kind of cool, right, to realize that we have this power to shape our realities just by changing how we think about things.
Totally. But so far, we've mostly focused on using affirmations for like confidence boost, dealing with stress, that sort of thing. But what about other areas? Relationships, money, maybe even creativity. Can affirmations help us there too?
Absolutely. That's what's so great about them. They're not limited to just one specific thing. Let's say, for example, you want to attract a loving, supportive partner.
Okay.
Instead of focusing on all the externals, like when will I meet the one, you use affirmations to focus on yourself.
Oh, okay, I see.
Cultivating the qualities that lead to strong connections.
So instead of saying something like, I will meet my soulmate tomorrow, it's more about, I don't know, I am worthy of love, or I am open to giving and receiving love. Something like that.
Exactly. You're shifting your mindset from a place of lack to a place of wholeness, you see.
Right.
And that can attract a partner who vibes with your energy.
It's like they say, you got to love yourself first.
Yeah.
Right? Makes total sense. What about finances? I'm curious about this one. Can affirmations help us, manifest those big wins?
Well, it's not about magically winning the lottery or anything.
Right.
It's about that shift, once again, from scarcity to abundance in your mindset. So instead of saying things like, I'm terrible with money, which so many of us do, by the way.
Yeah, all the time.
You can try something like, I attract financial opportunities, or I am capable of managing my money well.
So it's about like believing in your ability to be good with money, which then motivates you to actually make those smarter decisions.
Exactly. It's all connected.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And you touched on this a little earlier, but with creativity, do affirmations actually work to, I don't know, boost that creative spark?
They really can. It's about unlocking that inner wellspring of inspiration.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. How would you suggest someone use affirmations for that specifically?
Imagine repeating phrases like, I am bursting with creative energy, or I am so open to fresh, new ideas, new inspiration. It's giving yourself permission to experiment, to play, to really tap into your intuition.
Getting out of your own way and making space for the magic to happen. I love it.
Exactly. And the best part is, this is just a starting point.
Oh, really?
There are so many ways to use these. No matter what area of your life you want to improve, there is an affirmation out there to support that growth.
This has been awesome. We've explored so much. The science behind it all, the benefits, the practical tips.
We even got into how affirmations can impact those different areas of life, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, super cool. So as we wrap things up here, let's leave our listeners with a little something to ponder.
Yeah.
What's one area in your life that could benefit from a little positivity boost?
I love that.
What's one small step, one little change that you can make today to shift that inner dialogue?
Start creating your own affirmations. Make them personal, make them strong, and watch as those small changes in your thinking make huge changes in your life.
And that is a wrap on our deep dive into positive affirmations. We hope you feel energized, empowered, and ready to step into your full potential.
Until next time.
Keep those positive vibes flowing.